cameras. Let's get social. Who are we missing? Oh, we're missing Eric today. He's got his kid's graduation. Well, anybody?
Yeah, I can lead the stand-up if it's okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So, hello everyone, happy Friday. On Friday, let's talk about what we have accomplished during the week and what's left for today. And if you have any blockers, now it's one of the best times to share. I'll start with the top right corner with Joaquin being the first one.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. So I've been writing a lot of code for running experiments, running a lot of experiments. I still need to improve a bit the way I'm aggregating the results so that I don't need to manually check anything. But something we have observed is that using Likert scores is giving us more variability than using the soft scores, the probability scores. So just to recap, what we're trying to do is to get more variability in the responses to certain statements, depending on the demographics, right? So for different demographics, we expect to have different results, and for the signal to be as much preserved as possible. And yeah, so but one issue that Bode was mentioning, which seems to be happening, is that even if we have more variability in the Likert scores, for certain statements, there are certain scores that just don't appear, like, for example, in the extremes. For example, 1, if a score is generally positive, you might not have anyone answering 1. And with the probability scores, we do capture that better. So what we've done is to try to get a better like number out of the probability distributions we're getting, and so we're doing a different weighted average, and it seems to like represent much better the probability distributions, and that's giving us more variability. And also change the prompts, and that's also giving us more variability in the probability score. So we'll try this out and continuing to explore, since this is very crucial for us. But we seem to be getting better results now, seeing more variability. Yeah. I'm not sure, but if you have one statement and you have 100 people, out of 100 people, nobody's responding 1, then something seems to be a bit off, right? So, so this is what me and Subodh were looking at. So actually, I have to add a metric just to see if we're capturing all of the scale. So I'll be also doing that, and so that we have, just not like anecdotal evidence. But we, yeah. No, go ahead. Okay. But we're getting better results now. Well, I'll do. I'll try that, but it didn't seem to be giving us much different results before. Right now I set the temperature to zero just to be able to replicate different experiments, right? To not run the same parameters and have very different things. so that the output is really just dependent on the different parameters and not on the specific run, right? But it didn't seem to give an altogether like different result. But I can still check. That was something I wanted to check actually. Yeah, so that's the idea, because now I'm working with the latent with the hidden variables, right? So we're trying to get some scores for specific trait measuring statements, but the procedure is exactly the same for the tasks themselves, right? So we can then use the same findings in the choice tasks.
Thank you. Let's move to Gaurav.
Yeah, I've got a definitive version of the deck, so I sent it to a friendly person to review. I think there's still areas we can improve, but at some point we just start sending it out also. So, and there's also a pending task to have the designer look at it. I think the only minor improvements that I could see is that somehow could we make the competition slide a little simpler. Yeah, and I think that's the main thing. Otherwise, Avi obviously has some few other iterations he wants to add, but I think we have enough to send to the designer. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. You're already using this deck? Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. I mean, that's true for the product. I don't know if it's true for the deck. Okay. Yeah. You hopefully have many potential customers who could have a first impression. You don't have too many investors often.
That's true. That's true. But the initial reaction is positive. We actually have a what's it called, a not a board committee meeting, but like a partner committee meeting later today actually. But yeah, nice work.
Thank you. Thank you. And Avi is next.
Following up with a bunch of folks from dinner earlier this week, had 2 or 3 different dinners, had probably 5 or 6 different people to follow up with. Investor meeting later today. I had 2 good ones yesterday. Working also on applying for grants. We applied for $1 million grant this morning. Thank you, Roberto and Laura and Monica, for helping with that. We refreshed the full VC Copilot, and we refreshed a bunch of different like agents that we're using in our fundraising process. So everyone should have access to that. I will put the link here. This is new and improved. Gaurav, I used your deck. Subodh, I used your summary of our differentiator, that document you put together. So, yeah, so still fundraising, still closing. We closed a small angel check earlier this week, and things are heating up. You know, I'm telling people that we're closing by the end of the month, and so people are kind of moving really quick. It's why, Pablo, if I've been impatient in trying to get your attention, it's because I think the next 10 days are kind of hit or miss for us. So I'd love to do like 10-hour sessions, you know, with you one-on-one to just kind of push everyone over the edge. Yeah, and that's it. No word back from launch yet. They did their last customer interview yesterday, so we'll see how that goes. It's still up to us if we want to take that, but yeah, but it feels good. It feels quite positive. Gaurav, I think the work you're doing really helped. Mahdi, I think the work you're doing on the chat agent, and that's probably Hadi, really helped. People really seem to resonate with that when I tell them, you know, we have a chat agent that understands cause and effect. You know, that kind of blows people's minds. Subodh, obviously, you know, your roadmap is also getting a lot of attention. I'd like to formalize that in like a slide on the deck as well, but feels positive, but the actions that prove that it's positive are still a little bit right outside of our reach. But we'll see how the next 10 days go.
Thank you. Let's move to Laura.
Hi everyone, happy Friday. I've been working on our social media video content, making sure it's clear and aligns with our brand. I've also been helping out with the grant applications this morning. And I've also been monitoring our LinkedIn analytics to see what's working best with our audience. And no blockers at the moment.
Thank you. Let's move to Michelle.
Hey, good morning, everyone. So this week we published the case study. We already mentioned that before, but it's just exciting, so I'm mentioning it again. Thanks to Mia, who I guess is not, oh yeah, Mia's here. So thanks to Mia for all her hard work, helping us to get that, you know, launched and published with the graphics and the editing. And then it's looking like we're getting some pretty good impressions on it. Would love to get an update on that from her. I just checked my profile where I posted it and I got 285 impressions. So that's good. Got some pretty good engagement on it. And then thanks to me, Laura, for publishing that first video of me talking on a podcast. So I've got a few more that I think would be helpful for Subconscious, and I'm going to load those up on my profile as well. So that'll give us some extra attention out there. Let's see, regarding business development, I did get an introduction this morning to a partner group that serves the retail industry. So they're going to put me in their Slack group. So I'll have access to people that are serving the retail industry. So I'm excited about that. Still hoping to get that group demo set up with all of them as well, but it's a little crazy with it being summer and everyone on vacation. So I'm gonna try to work through that. I did get a survey, like survey results from a research colleague that contractor that I have. And I ran an experiment, and it's interesting that it came out very close, but there was a few major variations. So I'm trying to get permission right now to share that with a few of you. And so that we can kind of analyze, like, why are those variations there? Is it because of the say-do gap, or is it because, you know, the system needs to be like tuned a little bit? So yeah, so I hope that I can share those with you. I'm waiting to hear back. And let's see, I also have a research project that I'm working on for a client. I'm getting bids on it. So Avi, you and I talked about yesterday, you know, that I could get a bid from Subconscious to see if it's possible for Subconscious to fulfill that need. So I'm putting together a research brief for that, and I'll share it with the team shortly to get your input on it. What else? As far as blockers go, one thing I just wanted to mention was that I think it would be really helpful to get like a list of products that Subconscious is particularly good for, if that exists. So just like, because what I found in doing demos and considering serving like certain types of clients is that every time I'm wondering like, okay, is Subconscious going to work for this particular consumer, this particular product or not? And so I have to spend a little time up front, like testing it out. So it's just a little time consuming. And if I had a list, of products that we know are good and work well with Subconscious, then that could be helpful. So that's it.
Michelle, what do you mean by product? I just want to I want to give me an example.
Um, yeah, so like just, consumer good products, like say t-shirts or airfare or entertainment type of products. It just any kind of products, vitamins, like I have someone that I know that an e-commerce supplements, nutritional supplements. So would Subconscious work for that? That would be helpful to know before, so I don't spend a much time wasting time reaching out to her, if we know that it's not really, really good for that. So does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you. Let's move to Monica next.
Hello everyone, happy Friday. So yesterday I would do the grant list and to see like whether they are most relevant to subconscious AI, and also I want to improve my sentences and to be more clear to Abby. And also this morning Abby talked to me, Roberto, and also Laura about how to like use the basic components of subconscious and to apply for the grants. And today we will divide the work and to write the draft for the application.
And nice work, Monica and Roberto, finding an extra $2.7 million of grants over the last couple of days. Very nice work. Let's see if we can apply for them in the next couple of days. Very good.
Thank you. Let's move to Pablo next.
Okay, good morning, guys. This has been kind of like a weird week. I just got back, so I'm finally in Chicago. So I have stable internet. Big apologies there. I know you don't want to. I guess I protected you guys from seeing my face this week. But yeah, I'm back on camera. Eh, Applied to Plug and Play. And I'm reaching out to some contacts that may be affiliated with that. I do that for A16Z and for some of the bigger VCs that we want to target to see if I have any contacts through LinkedIn, and then just reaching out to them. So that's all pushed through. I did a little bit of outreach on the fundraising VC front, basically people that reached out to me that I know are investors that are actively allocating and that also play in our space, and kind of reframing the conversation to say, hey, look, we're in the pre-seed, jump in while you can. So I'll do a few. I want to do a lot more of those, as well as follow up on a few of my VC friends that I've actually previously reached out to. I just need to follow up with them and make sure that we push that forward. I think we had a great session with Simon this week around the chatbot and closing our statement of work number 1. And I continue to play around with that product and kind of brainstorm what can version 2 of that look like. But that's really, really, I think, really exciting. I'm excited for that launch, and something that I'd like to put in front of marketing to kind of get ready for, that we should absolutely publicize. it is a core feature that we're going to be investing in more and more. And then, supporting Gaurav on the deck as well behind the scenes, giving me at least giving my opinion and input and having good chats in between. So yeah, thanks everyone. Oh, I have a meeting later on today with Alumni Ventures. It's not formal. It's with basically the partner of the Brown University and Columbia University funds. They're the same funds that I used to support. It's a recurring quarter meeting that I've had. He was a mentor of mine, but I'm going to I'd love to drop the deck, the latest version of the deck or whatever in front of him, and see where it goes from there. Yeah. By the way, that's a $5 billion fund. That's a big one.
That is a big one. Can we ask him to hook us up with the Hopkins, NYU, U Chicago, and I guess those would be a good place to start.
Yes, sir. Writing it down. And in
Those-
fact, I can try to pursue U Chicago even more deeply because they're based here in Chicago. Actually, you're in New York, so yeah, makes sense. Let me I'll push that.
And are you around? Are you around this weekend to have a session, if possible?
Let me confirm later.
All right.
I have a boss.
I
The
know.
fiance.
We all do. We all do.
It's surprising actually how little power I have.
Thank you. Let's move to Bellardi. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Yeah, I should just update it to Roberto and make it easier. But yeah, Monica, Laura, Avi have said it very well. Good session this morning. Found some good resources, potential new grants, VCs. Now it's, as you said, apply. So at least a good 2-3 today, and then circle back and do more of them.
Thank you. Let's go to Subot next.
The latest update is hopefully by today we'll have the concept testing thing in the depth. I think we are almost there. There was some issue, Hardy fixed it, and so we are almost there. That's basically the latest update from my side.
Thank you. Let's move to Atish next.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, slow computer. It takes a while to switch tabs. Yeah, I was just testing the population endpoint, and if possible, I'd like to demo it today, if that's cool. Just show everyone it works and all. Yeah, that's all.
Can we take a pass, Atish? I'm not sure if you're the right guy to do this, but can we take a pass at like speeding up the experiment design pipeline? We have 3 or 4 APIs in there that that really take a long time. I don't know if it's possible to like either speed up the raw APIs or create some like tricks in the UI where we distract the user while we go calculate something else in parallel on the back end. But I'd love to investigate that. And I know you spent a lot of time like really speeding up that UI process.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about it later, and see.
Great. Let's move to Hadi next. I think Hadi is on mute. Okay, let's go to Mia next.
Hey everybody. It's kind of just been like the same as it always is, just working on like social media now after finishing that article stuff up and also getting all the resources together for Laura since my internship's coming to get end at the end of this month, so trying to like make sure that she has everything that she needs. But yeah, that's about it.
Thank you.
Mia, can I make a request if it hasn't been done already? Can we please get an analysis that you can put on the Growth PRD marketing section around just the data and the outcomes, the KPIs that have come from the latest social postings that we've done, especially for the LinkedIn newsletter versus the blog newsletter. I'd like to compare and contrast. I know we're doing both, but I'd like to make a very informed decision of the lift that we're potentially getting. I suspect that there is a lift. I use both on my own personal blog, which I haven't written in a year, but um, you know, I want to make sure that we're smart around posting as we move forward.
Yeah, for sure. I was in our meeting yesterday with Michelle. That's what we were also kind of talking about, just gathering like all analytics. So we feel,
Awesome. Yeah.
especially like Laura feels confident as moving forward. Everything for sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Excellent. Thank you, Mia, and thank you, Michelle, for pushing that. It was a great idea.
Okay, let's switch back to Hadi now.
Hello everyone, happy Friday. So this week I worked on website performance. Now we have like around 1 second in my local. I know that we should not expect 1 second speed index for the website in production. Maybe because of internet, maybe. But still, I know there are some room for improvements to consider. And also for concept testing, worked with Mahdi and Subot. We fixed an issue with image upload. I think image upload was the issue that was causing to fail the experiment. And today also we will be working on concept testing to finally have it in dev. That's it from my side.
Great, thank you. Let's go to Madi next.
Hello team. So these are the updates. So first, so we had a meeting with Databricks to use the LLM. Now we integrated one of the LLMs into the backend. It's integrated and we can use that LLM. So I just integrated so we know the flow and we can easily integrate any other model that is there. So Joaquin may use their LLMs or maybe integrate the other ones. So this is one thing. The second is had sessions with Duplicate Cloud to fix the migration issues. There was issues with the backend. That issue is resolved. For the front end, there was secret issues that is also resolved. But the thing is that currently, when we go to the, for example, the Duplicate Cloud front end, it says that your free trial is yeah, that free trial pop-up is coming. That's because cannot get user information from Stripe or Auth0. And the reason for that is there is some keys are missing or not getting some. There is some issue which Hadi needs to figure out that. Yeah, that's the issue. After that, the next step would be that we change the DNSs to the dev. So we migrate dev and then shut down dev. That's update from Duplo. And then working with Subert and Hadi on the concept testing.
Do we have an ETA for that? For moving to AWS and Databricks for dev?
So the Databricks, so let me explain then. Okay, so for the Databricks, we can use the LLM LLM on the Databricks. So we just need to point our LLM what it needs to test where we should use those LLMs.
Nice.
And maybe add the other models. So currently I have integrated the Sonnet 4 from Databricks into our system. Yeah, this is
into dev, into every spot in dev.
It's integrated in dev, but not used in the process. So Joaquin needs to.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. For the moving dev to AWS, we just need to do like two works. First, Hadi needs to fix the that free trial issue. Then we need to change the DNS to dev. Dev, for example, dev domains.
Do you need my help for either of those or both of those?
Actually, no. I need Hadi's help. Yeah, so it's Hadi's on working. So.
And so, do we have an ETA on that? On getting dev to prod? Because I'm getting feedback from folks that prod is failing more and more. It's so funny because like we have this like dev prod test thing, and then we like put things in prod, and then we like don't touch it, for a couple of weeks, and it feels like a perishable item. It feels like a yogurt where like over time it just like degrades, and we don't touch it. So I don't know why it would get worse or fail more, but maybe our standards have just gotten higher, or maybe we have more users now. But we get more feedback that it's failing, and I don't know if the rate of failure is consistent, or we are hearing about more failures for some other reason. I don't know the cause of it. Well, whatever.
I have some insight.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons that we're using third parties, and it's the issue with this, for example, the LLMs, the rendering, and all these things. But the other reason is
or
coming
GCP
to our like that. Yeah, the other reason which I'm not sure with that, but it's happening. So, for example, when we do not touch the code for long time in prod, then some of the experiment fails in the code, and then we need to make an update for that, which is weird. Yeah.
No. Well, anyway, I would be really nice to cut to prod one day. It would be great if maybe. I mean, you tell me what the plan is, but if we're moving to AWS and Duplo Cloud and Databricks, maybe make that the new prod. We have a session whenever you want, and we'll move all the DNSs.
I would like Joaquin to take care of the Databricks since we know like the initial work. For example, the Sonnet 4 is integrated, so Joaquin needs to like use the Sonnet and see how is the quality or maybe the rate limit, check this, and where to integrate those LLMs, and also integrate some more LLMs from Databricks.
Okay, cool. Cool. Very nice, guys. This is going to be a year of stability. Very nice.
Thank you. And about my update, I was working on Void Camp again today, so hopefully by the end of the day I will push my changes and updates to dev. Usually it's all connected to this issue. I have been getting really big level text, so like abnormally big, and it some kind of messes up my Vega graphs. And one thing I especially dislike about Vegas is they're not very flexible when it comes to text. So I'll be fixing those stuff by hand myself. So yeah, I'll push that today. I actually have a blocker. Uh, I tried to running experiments on dev and I get this issue on weights and biases. So I posted in on hunting channel. I didn't know who to tag, so I tagged everyone. So whoever can help solve this issue, I'll be very grateful because it's kind of blocking my work as well.
Do we want to review that one now, real quick?
I posted the logs, but I don't really know what it means. It just says error in survey, argument type non-type is not iterable. One thing I know for sure, it's not connected to our analytics, so it's a kind of a little bit relief for me, but I don't know what the underlying issue is.
Which channel is it, Tadwin?
A hunting channel.
So, but it's the error that we got today in Loto, and we are trying to figure
Oh,
out.
with the target population. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of wasted an hour that week on this, but I think we have a solution now. So this will work out.
Thank you very much. If I remember correctly, Atish had a demo, so we can proceed with that.
Okay. If I'm gonna be able to share my screen. Hello. My God. Does it ever not show you guys any screens to share?
It should be entire screen now. It has changed a bit.
Yeah.
Like applications, entire screen, like a tab on the top.
Yeah, so I did share screen applications, but then it doesn't show any screens. It's like share screen.
No, click
no
on
screen.
entire screen. And if you have one, then it will be one.
Not showing me that option. Okay, I guess no demo. My bad.
Are you using the desktop version or the browser version?
Desktop.
Yeah. It should work.
Okay, let me come back with the browser.
No, the browser does not work.
Okay, does anyone have any other demos meanwhile?
Okay. Can you guys see the screen?
Yep.
Yes, but it's very blurry.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not.
Why can't I hear anything?
So what are you demoing? What are you demoing here? Atish?
He's showing that you can now use different countries. So at the moment we only have US.
What the?
So he ran for Armenia. Probably he will run for some other country too.
And which countries do we have? Do we have a list somewhere? Like literally any country, or?
No, I think 13 or 14 countries from the EU. That's the addition.
Atish, I think your control key is stuck down. Okay. So he's doing it manually from the pums, from the iPums?
He already has all the data now in the Superbase, and then Florian made the required changes in the front end before leaving. So we need to sit and test those two PRs end to end for every country to make sure nothing breaks. But they both.
Did you guys see that? Sorry.
We hear you, Atish.
Oh, did you see anything? I like.
Yeah. I saw you ran for Armenia. I saw.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's the demo.
A quick question, Atish. How many countries from EU do we have data for now in the Superbase?
I think all except Germany, because Germany was from 1985. So.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I think like every country that would matter, probably Canada, Mexico, Spain, Philippines is there. Yeah.
Okay.
I view that as a marketing opportunity as well to kind of say, hey, look, like we've gone deeper, right, in accuracy and insights, features, capabilities. Subodh, you're really good at that. But we've also gone broader.
There is a caveat though. This data is from 2010, right, Atish?
Yeah. The earliest is probably maybe like one was 2020, but most is 2010.
2010. So it is a bit of old, but at least we have some data.
I see. The way I've played it for international clients, because we have to be upfront, is, we have the capability, we have synthetic agents there that, were either from respondents that are in the capital city of said country. And we can expand that to like, okay, but it's not super recent data. But where the home run is for them is on the ability to ingest their data and be able to run experiments with, again, their synthetic agents that we can create for them. That's the play that I'm doing with an Indian agency right now. So we'll see. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm saying enterprise tier just to make it prettier, like $1,000. But in order for us to create the synthetic agents, you need to subscribe a minimum of 3 months. So that gives us, $3K upfront. and a commitment of 3 months that we're working with them, and that allows us to build out those synthetic agents, and then they can run, thereafter. So that's the play that literally went out just now. You were CC'd, Avi. We'll see.
Nice work. Do we have like a? Is there a demand for like building like sending out SOWs or invoices, or I guess we're just using Stripe. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Nice work.
The outstanding SOW that we have sent to, which I updated this week, was for Priceline. I just created my own template. Is that
That's
what you were going for, Avi, or
that's perfect. That's
no?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Very nice.
Okay, do we have more demos for today?
I can show something for the website performance. I just run a new audit for Lighthouse. Since if I should be testing a web page test or speed insight, but those platforms needs live URL, so I can test only in my using like Lighthouse. Lighthouse shows like 0.8 seconds, and there is total blocking time. This I think related to third-party tools. Yeah, but we should. I think in production it will not be like 0.8 seconds. That's what I'm working to have the same result in production.
And what does it look like today?
Well, the speed index shows like 0.8 seconds. There is one issue with total blocking time. If you can see my screen. Is it visible, my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the result of like Lighthouse running in local.
Wait, no, I know, but that's for the new version. What about the current version? That's what I'm saying. How much of a lift is that?
The current version, if I test it locally, I tested actually before it's like 7 seconds,
Wow.
sometimes 5 seconds.
Wow. That's great.
Like I could remove about half MB, 466 KB, I think. Yeah, unnecessary data
That's really
related
nice
to
work.
third-party packages. Yep.
Hadi, you have been doing such a good job of streamlining and fixing all of our UI components.
I'm happy to.
Yeah. Is there something I can do to help get this pushed into production?
Well, once I finalized, well, if you can give me access to Versal, because I check like in different areas how the performance of our website is. Uh, that would be better, and also we can test in production. The branch I made has a preview. Right now I don't have access, so I'm not able to test through any like page speed insight platform to run a production test.
Got
So
it.
if I have access, maybe I can test, the production test.
Yeah, I thought I gave you admin yesterday, but or I sent you an invitation to be an administrator yesterday, but that might not have worked, I guess. I will try that again.
Okay, let me check again. Maybe later, not in standard.
Oh, or maybe I gave you access to the wrong account. Hold on. Members, yeah, I sent you an invitation yesterday. I'll resend an invitation now. Oh no, I can't resend an invitation. Let me know if you got it.
I'll check.
Okay, do we have any more demos? Sounds like no. Does anyone have any questions, suggestions, anything they want addressed before we wrap up the stand-up?
Tatavik, nice work getting us out on time.
We are 1 minute over time.
Nice work, guys. Happy Friday. If anyone wants to help with fundraising, I'm around all weekend. I'll be doing a lot of work this Saturday and Sunday and Monday in prep and this afternoon. But it's also the summer solstice. Tomorrow is the longest day of the year. So, please enjoy it. Although I guess for Laura, tomorrow is the shortest day of the year. So congratulations to her too.
Yeah.
Alright guys. Happy Friday. Work together. Nice seeing everyone.